Local SEO is won and lost in the map results. In this video, I'm going to give you the steps that we follow here at Sagapixel to help our clients to not only rank in the map results, but to also get people to actually click through and contact you, which is ultimately the goal. So let's get into it. My name is Frank. I'm the founder of Sagapixel. I'd love to hear from you if there are any steps that you think that maybe I left out or something that maybe I don't even know about. I'd love to hear about it. And if there was anything that I share in this video that is helpful to you, again, I'd also love to hear about that too. Step number one, make sure that your Google business profile is completely in alignment with Google's guidelines. The last thing that you want to do is go through all of this work just to have a competitor report your profile in 90 days and then you get shut down and not even your current customers can find you, let alone any new leads. While this is not going to be an exhaustive list of everything you need to do, for the most part, these are the big things. First, make sure that your Google business profile's name is reflective of the signage at your office or store. If the name of your law firm is Bob Reynolds Esquire, you can't list it as Bob Reynolds, personal injury attorney, car accident attorney, Las Vegas. You're just asking to get suspended. This doesn't mean that you can't create a DBA with that and then have that in your signage and on your Google business profile and on your website, but you're going to need some sort of legal documentation that this is indeed the name of your practice. Second, you need to have the location staffed during the hours that you say that you're open. This means that getting a virtual office to verify your Google business profile is going to not put you in alignment with Google's guidelines. We shut down listings that are PO boxes at UPS stores and virtual offices at WeWorks and stuff all the time. Number three, put your actual phone number on your Google business profile. In my experience, you can use a forwarding number from a service like CallRail as the primary phone number in the listing, but it's important also to set your actual raw phone number in there as well, perhaps as a secondary number. Number two, get some great photos for your listing. Google's never confirmed this, but a lot of us, those of us that do local SEO, believe that the dwell time, the amount of time that people spend on your profile, the percentage of them that click through to your website from your Google business profile, that Google pays attention to all of this and that it can be a factor in where you rank in the map results. So by getting great photography into your listing, at best, you can make people spend more time on your listing, interact with it a little bit more, and at worst, you're going to entice them to possibly contact you. Honestly, people want to know who you're doing business with. Even if you're just, let's say, an HVAC company, having pictures of your staff and your trucks could be a factor in earning a little bit more trust than the other results that have absolutely nothing, resulting in more people clicking over to your website, which I believe will help you to rank better in the map results over time, and in the short term, get you more leads. So get some nice pictures for your profile. So beyond getting your business name in here, make sure that you have all of the appropriate categories checked off for this. You'll often find some not so obvious categories that are relevant to your business. For example, there are categories for both divorce lawyers and family law attorneys. You'll have to see if there's anything like that for your local industry, because honestly, you don't want to miss out on potential leads if people are Googling divorce lawyer versus family law attorney, and your competitors have both. Make sure that you've added your social profiles, just anything that you'd like potential visitors to know about and to potentially check out. Make sure that you go down here and select the service area. In our case, we don't really have a local strategy, but if we were, for example, a junk removal company, we would want to select every city in the area that we serve, not just the general counties. Don't go crazy with this though. If you know that you're not really going to be able to rank your local maps in area 200 miles away, you're probably better off not adding that to your Google business profile service area. Make sure your hours of operation are correct. There are other things you can add about like languages that you speak. We've had cases where we were working with clients that had Black-owned businesses and women-owned businesses where people were specifically Googling Black workers' compensation lawyer or female divorce lawyer. Give Google the information it needs to know that you would be an appropriate result for those searches. Next, you obviously need to get reviews. Not going to go into too much about this because I think you already know it, but anyone that does local SEO will tell you that the words that people use in the reviews do impact where you are showing up and for what queries. So when you ask your customers for reviews, ask them to mention what you did for them. If it's appropriate, to prompt them to talk about where they are. If I were a roofing company, for example, I would ask my customers to say, I own a home in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and so came out and did a great job in getting my roof redone at a reasonable price. If your customers are happy, they very often will play ball. They want to help you. They're thankful for the work that you've done for them. So when you ask for the review, ask them to mention what you did for them. And if appropriate, like in the case of home services, ask them to mention where they live. Next, you're going to do your local citations. You do not have to submit your website to 500 different directories. That is almost certainly a waste of time. But using a service like Bright Local or Moz Local, those aggregator services can be quite reasonably priced, and they'll get you into all the directories where you should be listed. We typically use Bright Local. If you ever do work with an SEO company or somebody that really knows how to use Google Search Console, doing this is going to help you to collect some really important keyword data about how your Google Business Profile is being found, like what kind of volume, what it's showing up for, and in what position. And it only takes a couple minutes, so it's definitely worth doing. There's a million UTM trackers online. I'm going to link to this one in the description of the video, but really, this is how you should be filling this out. First, the source, we're going to be setting this to your Google Business Profile. We want to know that the medium is organic. We're also going to create two different trackers, one for the main link to your Google Business Profile. In other words, this right here. And another that's going to go up under the appointments so that it's not duplicating the data that's coming in from this link and from this link. I recommend something like GBP Contact. If you're not sure where you're going to set that appointment link, it's right here where it says bookings. My next tip, add some FAQs. Now, the goal of adding these questions and answers is not to get you ranking better. This is more to get people to interact with the profile, and it's also an opportunity to provide valuable information that may entice someone to want to reach out to you. If you go over to our questions and answers, click there, and we have a question that we added. What kind of results can we expect from my SEO Google Ads campaign? And we're telling them that we have results tabs that outline both typical results as well as some home run campaigns that we've done. So those are all of my GBP tips for the actual profile itself. There are a few things that we need to do on your website that are going to tie back to your Google Business Profile. Odds are you are going to be linking from your Google Business Profile to the homepage of your website. If that is the case, you need to do on-page entity optimization the same way you would if you were trying to get that page ranking in the blue link results. You don't have to go nuts here, but do make sure that you've included keywords that would be the ones that you want to target with your GBP. So let's say you are a home care agency in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and you want to rank in the map results for 24-hour elder care, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You're going to ensure that the homepage has 24-hour elder care, Cherry Hill, New Jersey on the page that you're linking to. Frankly, it doesn't have to be super sophisticated. You just need to include it in the text, but just don't do anything like put white on white text or any paragraph of keywords or anything like that. Work it into the content. If you are a service area business or the type of business where you want to attract clients from different locales in your area, you should have a location page strategy that you employ. I've already shot videos on that. Check the description of this video where we will link to it. But the second half of that is to add product pages on your Google Business Profile that will link back to those location pages. So part of your location page strategy is going to be to create pages that are targeting queries like injury lawyer, Hackensack, New Jersey. As you can see right here, this is not the home page. It is an internal page on the website. In this case, we've added a product and linked over to that specific page on the website. Sometimes this can help you to expand the geographic area in which you are ranking for a search. And you're really helping to Google to understand what keywords your profile should be ranking for. Lastly, you need to do some link building. Ultimately, there are 4 ways that you can earn links. Number 1, creating online tools and things that people will want to use, which can be expensive. Number 2, providing statistics and data. If somebody happens to be writing an article about Alzheimer's and they want to know how many people in the United States have Alzheimer's, they'll Google it and usually link back to the source where they found the number. Number 3 are references. So someone that is writing an article and in passing mentions Hashimoto's may link over to a Wikipedia or a doctor's website that explains what it is. And number 4 is doing something noteworthy that local media may be interested in covering, or in industry blogs, or just other websites online that would be interested in something that's going on at your business. Sometimes you can offer to write an article for them and work in a link over to your website. We did a study on car accidents in Pennsylvania that we put on a car accident alerts website that we actually got some local press for. Basically, you need to do something newsworthy. In the case of an attorney, this could even mean the cases that you're involved in. Links have a tremendous impact on your Google business profile. Earning them will help it to rank better in the local map results. I will forewarn you though, don't try to take any shortcuts here. Black hat methods work until they don't. The people that work at Google are probably smarter than the people that you're buying links from on Fiverr. And if you're playing the long game with your local SEO, just don't do that. I hope that this video was helpful. If it was, please give it a like. I have a whole bunch of other videos on our channel about SEO, so I encourage you to check them out as well. And if you'd like to book a time to sit down with me, there will be a link in the description. And I hope to hear from you.